Hey everybody. So in this video, let's talk about my favorite little AI agent. Okay, my favorite little microapply is ASM. So there are a few little updates I want to get into. They've got two new partnerships, and this is again on top of what the 7 or 8 that I covered last week that they've been going. I mean, they've been pretty effing busy, guys, which is good. This is what we wanted to see. Marketing and advertising and growth and doing things to help support their product. Awesome stuff. So I want to talk about that a little bit today. I also want to hit a little bit some about my expectations of ASM. This is mostly because I hear a lot of people getting concerned about, hey, is the price going to move? Blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's a micro cap, guys, and this is just the general nature of them. They can be frustrating as shit. Right. So I want to talk a little bit about that today. And I want to address a couple concerns that I just hear people repetitively ask. Right. FUD is part of the space: fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And people will do it against crypto they don't like. People will do it to their own crypto because they're just anxious, or that fear component. So I'll tackle some of the common things I'm hearing you guys tell me and give you my little 2 cents or so onto it, see if that helps or whatnot. See what I can do for you guys on that front. With that being said, let's just kind of jump right in and let's talk about the new partnerships that they got. So first up is Spur Protocol. What the bleep is this? So they consider themselves, or title themselves, as a decentralized governance platform. It's built on blockchain technology, right? It's just to help and designed to foster community involvement, and just again back to a lot of the partnerships that ASM does, is to help promote Web3 and Web2 specifically in the AI space. Spur Protocol, however, does a little flip on that, and it's the AI DeFi, so the decentralized finance, which overall I'm a pretty big fan of DeFi projects. So it just helps more with blockchain concepts such as education, earning mechanism, practical tools, building dApps, etc. If we have to tighten it up and in short, what does it do without saying too much? Spur Protocol just helps make learning about crypto into a more rewarding experience to help build scalable DeFi infrastructure. Okay, so what does this mean in terms of ASM? Does it actually make a damn difference? So the whole point of it is to help focus on integrating the AI-driven insights to boost user education, transparency, and engagement with AI. Okay, ASM, that's what they do, right? They help educate through decentralized AI-driven tools. So how's this going to benefit ASM? So Spur's going to help out with the secure data handling, community engagement tools, and massive user base for cross promotion between them and ASM. In short, it's another data partnership with a little bit of privacy put on the side of it. Okay, cool. It's more information that's coming into ASM so they can promote and create more and faster articles, which is what their whole damn product is. Right? Again, as a reminder, we tend to get stuck on the price of crypto, but we have to remember what they do sometimes too. Right? ASM, they make articles, and then companies pay them to promote that article to get around to more masses so more people can go ahead and see, hear, and read about their crypto, or at least all the benefit and bullish stuff about it. And since Spur does have a gamified ecosystem, it's another platform where people can learn about ASM and do the learn to earn, take more quizzes, etc. So that way you can get free ASM, get free Spur, and there is a strong likelihood of cross promotion between these two. ASM appears to be very open to doing cross promotions like that. And the reason why that benefits is that, okay, you have not just one entity, ASM in this case, but Spur, both talking about each other. It gets out in front of more people. So this is, from what I can tell, a smaller partnership. But again, it's still going to have more people that know about something, the more people that can buy something. As a quick reminder, if anyone has not been playing with the NS3 app, play with the NS3 app. Not financial advice, but quiz advice. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's ASM's big little side promotion of their product. It's a free app, NS3, and you take daily quizzes. You get points. They're soon going to do airdrops, so you can convert those free points from taking these quizzes and convert them into ASM. And when I say quizzes, guys, there's an abstract usually 3 to 8 lines long, and you can technically read that. And they'll have a 4-question multiple choice at the bottom. The answers are usually in the title, or it's a quick statistic. So if you're not as interested in reading the articles to what it has and just looking for the answers, it's pretty fucking easy and quick to do. Just throwing that out there. I'm excited for the airdrops. I'm hoping to hear back from the ASM team this week about more information on that. Let's find out. So the second partnership that ASM got is from Pingo. It's another AI deep-in project, pretty much the same concept as Spur in terms of how it affects ASM. But it's another data partnership that can help, again, give ASM more information, faster information, so that way their AI system, which has constantly been scaled to be able to do more and do more faster, has more information, more things to do. For those who have been on the NS3 app or follow ASM and they constantly post articles, have you noticed there's been more articles, right? It's good to see that they're getting more of their product out from having all these extra partnerships that they've been collecting in the last 2 months. Good stuff. It's working pretty well, at least it appears to be. Let's do a little quick chart look, and then I can hit some of the questions and expectations. Okay, guys, so here's the chart as of now for ASM. If we look at it, I'm not going to sit here and tell you this is the super bullish chart because it's not, right? I mean, we've got a pretty solid downward trend. The crash did not help by any means. But if we look at the last couple of days, we have some more positives to talk about. So this is not, if you're taking this as bearish, it's not meant to be. Let's just stick to the facts real quick. Okay, it's on a downward trend. That's what we know. Cool. We also know that they've been busy. So what it comes down to is when's it going to go up and how far, right? The constant questions. So if we look at the crash, we are on a steady uptrend since the crash, right? We had that first real big attempt at catching up. And then this is usually what happens if people get scared. So they sell like, okay, I made some of my money back. Let's get back out. And you can see the people who get back into it right away. And we are on a little solid uptrend. And this here, the triangle, that looks incredibly bullish on the short term. I'm not telling you guys this is going to break out to all-time highs. But if you see, we've got a constant going up of a triangle here. I'm not going to bother drawing it out, but it's looking in the right direction. And we're already having a little blip going up for the day. So on the short term, it's looking pretty good. But really, the next line we want to hold is about 1.5 cents. We got to get back up there and hold that. And then typically the next line that we see hold is, that's actually a little high. I was going by previously, is usually around the 1.7 to 1.8 marker is the next one that we really want to see and hold. But the question I guess I'm trying to get to is it going to go down? It always can, but this is actually looking pretty positive. We had a good steady return after the crash, and we're now working our way back slowly. And as much as we want rapid movement, slow growth is usually better for the long term. So what I was saying about expectations, right? I'll say this until I'm blue in the face. It's a micro cap. I would love if it happens sooner where it just flies up. I don't expect it to. There's really like 3 situations or times where ASM, in my opinion, is going to make its big move. Again, I do expect it to. I wouldn't invest into it if I didn't think I could make money from it. Right? There's a higher risk, higher reward. But the situations where I see that it could really happen is, one, it makes a large impact with media attention, right? Where people actually learn about it. Micro caps are small because people don't know about them, plain and simple. So what could this look like? This could be Coinbase moves it to their earn to learn little situation. Binance could get them, or another large exchange, and then they quickly advertise about it. They could get a large journalism deal where either a company, a radio, a TV station talks about them, or even just something like Yahoo Finance. That would be a big one to me if they're ever able to get into there. So that's situation 1. Situation 2 is the AI narrative hits again, or the AI agent narrative hits again, which is when the first time where it bolstered up really high. Because again, things tend to go in pumps where we'll have, when I say narrative, like, oh, all AI coins start going up, it will usually start with the large ones. BitTensor, Tau, Render, Near, any of those. And then people start realizing AI is hot, and then they start buying more of the smaller ones. If AI agents come into play, ASM stands out because it's niche in the AI agent play. It just is journalism. No others that I know of do this. Definitely not to the same scale. So there could always be an AI narrative pump, and that's relatively likely. The one that we have to rely on, so to speak, or that we know is going to happen if you believe there's going to be a bull run, there will be, is just the general pattern of microcaps. Bitcoin, Ethereum, we'll call it Ethereum Plus, could be XRP, Solana, top 5 or so. And it goes down to the large caps, the 1 to 10 billion or so market caps, and it goes down the line. Eventually it's going to trickle down into micro caps. And the fact that it's on Coinbase, and as dumb as this is, guys, the fact that it has AI in its name is really going to help. And the fact that it is, a penny plus or in that penny zone, people like that. It doesn't actually make any logical sense. But when AI starts ripping again and people look for AI coins, it has its in a name like, oh, look, it's only 1.5 cents. I can buy 1,000,000 of these. And then if it gets to $1, and this is the way that people think, it will get pumped. It's just, again, the when method. Lastly, I'm going to get into some of the FUD that I hear from you guys, because FUD doesn't kill crypto, but it does kind of damage communities. Right? So the two big things I hear a lot of us that invest into it talk about or worry about is them being dropped by listings on exchanges, and then the whole fact that they doubled their tokens. Let's clarify this again. The doubling of the tokens, yeah, it's official. They doubled the tokens. They didn't release all the doubled tokens. They didn't go from 1.5 billion straight to boom, 3 billion tokens. We would have seen a huge, we'll call it correction. There would have been something obvious happening if that was the case. They did not. You can actually look up to see the vesting schedule of what they're doing with it. The vast majority of it is for rewards and staking opportunities, which realize they're pushing and promoting huge reward campaigns. Not just them with the NS3 app going to ASM tokens, but they're on what now? I think five or six different platforms for people to learn and earn about it, between Galaxy, Intuit, several others. So there's a lot of rewards going out. That's where most of these tokens are slotted for. And no, they're not all available or released. This was also part of their full migration on a base, which I thought was a great move. I was very thrilled when that first happened. And this is where it kind of leads me to this second one of, whenever something goes bad, everyone starts thinking of everything else that could go bad. All right. We had that giant crypto crash where everything got fucking slaughtered. And then I was hearing people talk about, what if Coinbase drops ASM? And I don't know where this came from, other than just the fear of people losing all their money. So we come up with larger scaled issues that could happen in theory. Guys, there's no effing way that Base is going to drop ASM. Not anytime in the near future. Couple reasons for that, right? Let me substantiate what I'm saying. One, they're getting deeper involved with Base, right? They are now a mini app on the Base app, both desktop and phones. Okay, great. They were told and expected to end up having liquidity pools on Base. So they're going to be fueling the liquidity, which means Coinbase has to have some for the liquidity component of it. So that way there's actually money coming in. Or so there's actually money available for the back and forth of it. There's a chance, I'm speculating on this one, of staking on Coinbase. And I want to keep pushing it out there because that's what I want. If you guys like staking, as far as I know, there's only Gate.io has staking. And last time I looked, it was 12%. I don't recall if there was a lockup. In the US, I need a VPN for that. And it's enough of a minor hassle. I'm just not worrying about it. But if Coinbase does staking, which I think is a strong possibility because it keeps it all in the Base network, which again, ASM is a Base ecosystem token now, that makes sense. And that would be awesome. That's something that once I sell all my ASM, because guys, I do plan on selling essentially all my crypto, we'll say this year, this cycle, whatever you want to call it. I'm not against rebuying things. I plan on going heavy into Base and Linea right now for the bear market, but that's a video for another day or two. And since they are a Base native token, Base makes money every time ASM gets bought or sold, right? I mean, where do you think the fees are coming from and going? So even if ASM becomes smaller in transactions than it is now and becomes a further micro cap, it's on the ecosystem. So even the little bit that's being transferred, if it gets really bad, Base is still going to benefit from it. It gets no benefits from delisting a coin that is on their ecosystem. They get money from it regardless. Right? So I just simply don't see a realistic world that's going to happen. Plus, they're getting on more and more partnerships, more and more exposure, should increase the TVL. It's still growing. ASM is doing pretty well on the back end. We're just always over worried about the price because that's the only part that we can get emotionally attached to. But hey, emotions wreck us in the space anyway. So why the fuck do we care? All right. Have a plan, know when you want to sell. And if you lose conviction, that's the time to get out. In all reality, if you really want to, just make sure you have a plan of how to do it. There. How many people are going to tell you go ahead and sell the crypto if you want? It's your effing money. Do what you want, guys. I'm staying in. But that being said, let me know if there's anything else that you guys want to hear about or that you like or don't like, or give me your thoughts. I'm always listening. If you guys comment down below, you know this. I'll talk to you guys all again soon. Peace.